Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Well, Warner Brothers have gone and shelved a $90 million movie of Batgirl, which it was in deep post-production. You know, they had a lot of stuff already done on it, and according to a lot of things that have been coming online in the last couple of days, it was almost finished. It was almost like complete, and it was almost ready to be like, yeah, okay, we got this in the can. Now we're just waiting to release it. And obviously this got a lot of people talking, and I was actually one of the people looking forward to seeing Batgirl, mostly because of Brendan Fraser and Michael Keaton is returning as Batman. But as we're going to see by here in a moment, it does seem that we may have actually dodged a bullet, so to speak. So this is coming from The Wrap, because obviously, first of all, you had the New York Post, who are the ones coming out and saying, Batgirl's gone, Batgirl's been shelved, they've gotten rid of it. And a lot of people are like, it's the New York Post. The New York Post is full of absolute morons, and a lot of the times they put out information which is actually finds out to be fake, you know? But with The Wrap, Batgirl won't fly. Warner Brothers Discovery has no plans to release a nearly finished $90 million film. The movie starred In the Heights breakout star Leslie Grace in the title role of Barbara Gordon. Warner Brothers Discovery will not release Batgirl either theatrically or on HBO Max. The $90 million project is effectively dead. The decision to not release Batgirl reflects our leadership's strategic shift as it relates to the DC Universe and HBO Max. Leslie Grace is an incredibly talented actor, and this decision is not a reflection of her performance. We are incredibly grateful to the filmmakers of Batgirl and Scoop Holiday Haunt, which is another project they've shut down, which Scoop Holiday Haunt cost $40 million, and it was all animated. So again, it's just a middle finger to those artists and those digital creators. The respective cast, and we hope to collaborate with everyone again in the near future. That was a Warner Brothers Pictures spokesperson. And as you can see by here, it does go on to say it was, Batgirl was initially designed to be an HBO Max release. It was considered for theatrical distribution, which actually a couple of weeks ago, there was reports coming around from a UK cinema where they actually had a letter from Warner Brothers stating, yeah, it could be theatrical here in the UK and in some parts of Europe. So obviously with that, everyone's like, oh, right, okay, that's interesting. Maybe the film is actually okay. But then, when you read into a few other things, going on about what's happened, and some people are saying, as you can see by here, the movie simply did not work. That's according to insiders. The leaders of the studio determined ultimately, in spite of reshoots and an increased budget, that the test screenings were awful. The new owners and management, led by CEO David Zaslav, are committed to making DC titles big theatrical event films, and Batgirl isn't that. Insiders added that studio brass love the film's directors and star and actively plan to work with them soon. Maybe they're going to make him do another Batgirl movie, who knows. But as you can see by here, Batgirls, for life, it was, Bad Boys for Life, the filmmaking duo of Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. They're the ones who directed Batgirl, and I love Bad Boys for Life. I thought it was actually the best out of the three. And I've also seen a few things going online where Scott Derrickson, the writer-director of The Black Phone, the first Doctor Strange movie, the Sinister, so many great horror films, and he's come out and said that this is actually quite uncommon, which it is. Only a handful of movies have been shelved, which were big IPs. But someone said to him, it looks like, isn't it coincidence that the lead actress and the directors are minorities, and that is a reason why they shelved it. If, it's going down that route, that's going to cause a lot of issues for a lot of people, and I don't think that was it, because according to what we got by here, which is someone on Twitter, viewer Anon, who has actually said quite a few things which have actually come true, is that the actual plot is rubbish, which is actually quite surprising. And it's from myself over there for you. So, according to Twitter user viewer Anon, Michael Keaton is only featured in 5 scenes. Michael Keaton, 5 scenes in Batgirl. He didn't train Barbara. She just dressed up as Batman for a Halloween party, stopped some bad guys, and tweaked the costume to be a superhero. He meets Barbara twice in costume, first on the street telling her not to do this, then in one of those big Tim Burton-y towers where he helps her with something she needs. The last scene of the movie was them teaming up and diving off a gargoyle to fly around Gotham. Well, that sounds sucky. Like I said, I was so happy when they said that Michael Keaton was going to be in this. And I was like, oh my God, Batman. He was coming back as Batman, like, you know. But then, obviously, you had The Flash, which, again, still mind-blowing that Warner Brothers are allowing Flash to come out. It's still got a release date with all the trouble surrounding that that movie's lead actor, you know. It's just like, what is going on? And obviously, with Batgirl, the person I was looking forward to the most, Brendan Fraser, his comeback is kind of hit a snag with this. But as you can see by here, everyone liked him. Brendan Fraser consistently pointed to as the high point by all of my sources. Firefly gets fired from his job and his health insurance is cancelled, so he desperately turns back to crime in order to help his wife. Everyone really liked Brendan as Firefly. His backstory, he was a slower goon for a Gotham mob boss that went straight to support his son's political aspirations. So Firefly got a normal job to try and pay for his sick wife healthcare. Killer Moth was a bad guy trying to get rid of Bruce Wayne, but Firefly gets rid of him. And that's kind of sucky as well. But the one thing that also makes me just go, what is going on, is this. The Twitter user also says the cowl of Barbara Gordon's improved Batgirl suit that she used for most of the movie is made from Catwoman's mask. How? An earlier test screening says Michelle Pfeiffer is the Catwoman of the universe, but she doesn't appear in the movie. And also that a Black Canary Easter egg is included in the form of a poster. Viewer Anon also adds that Stallone is not in the movie. I didn't think he was. Again, there was just stupid rumors. Dick Grayson Nightwing is not in the film. J.K. Simmons is excellent as Gordon, and that Ben Affleck was never in the movie. Collider's Stephen Weintraub says on Twitter, he spoke to people that saw Batgirl and they said it was a huge disappointment. And also, the costumes looked cheap, especially Keaton's Batman costume, which I'm like, oh my God. It's like, one thing you do not cheap on is Batman's costume. And I'm just going to show you something now that if these were the actual costumes for it, then I understand, because there was so many, like, how is this going to work? Because a couple of the screenshots were leaked regarding Batman in costume. And obviously, we all know and we all love Batman as this, this costume by here, the Tim Burton style one with the weird and the awesome looking emblem. But then, as you can see by here, it's like, okay, it looks like one of the ones that you would pick up of a Halloween costume shop, which you can just go down the road and buy. Which is kind of interesting to see, that we got that one there, full shot of him. And it looks like he's just wearing a pair of trousers, So it's going to be interesting to see how they actually come about with this one. And even if they try and explain about The Flash, how is that film still going forward when its lead actor is one of the most dangerous people at this moment? Again, this is according to the police reports that everyone has read, and they can actually cause harm to people. What is going on? But there's so many things going on, we're just going to have to wait and see. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.